everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So first of all, I have a little bit of an announcement. I actually changed my YouTube name. So I used to be JessPlays and now I am Ziminstead, which is a really weird sounding name, I know, but I felt like JessPlays was a little bit boring, a little bit like lacking creativity, and I really just wanted to have something that was a little bit more like unique and like a little bit more meaningful in a way. So my new YouTube name is actually like a mashup of my favorite game, The Sims, my last name and my nickname. And it's also a bit of a play on words because it's like Ziminstead, which is kind of sounds like Sims instead. And, you know, you should play The Sims instead of other games because The Sims is the best. So that's kind of a little jiggy jag about my YouTube name. But now that that's out of the way, I want to talk just very briefly about the build. So this is like kind of, I've never been to Greece. I don't really know what a Greek house looks like per se, but this was sort of inspired by a Greek kind of home that I saw actually going and seeing Mamma Mia, the musical. So I wasn't planning on going to this musical because I don't actually like musicals. I like ABBA. I think that their music is awesome. But as far as like musicals go, I'm not the biggest fan. So my sister and my mum and my dad were going to go. And then sort of last minute, my dad was like, oh, I'm not too keen on going anymore. Do you want to go, Jess? And I was like, well, I don't like musicals, so not really. And then my sister was like, no, Jess, you have to come. You have to come. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. Like, it was a Saturday night. I wasn't doing anything else. It was a free ticket. And I was kind of like, well, I mean, like, what else am I going to do? I may as well just go out and watch Mamma Mia. And as I said, I really like ABBA. So I thought, like, at least I can just sit there and, like, listen to the music. So I went to Mamma Mia and the show was actually so good. Like, this is coming from someone who doesn't like musicals. I really did enjoy the show. I'd say that like a little bit of it was boring. That's just me. There was like a few slower songs that I didn't really enjoy because it was like, oh, I just want some action. But for the most part, I'd say like at least 3/4 of it, maybe a bit more, was really good and really entertaining. So like if you like musicals, I think you would really like this because this is like someone who doesn't like musicals and I wasn't bored for like, 80% of the show. And the way that they did it was really talented. Like, even if I'm not the biggest fan, I can truly appreciate like the talent and the hard work that goes into these things. And there were these dancers and just the way that they had like coordinated the dancing in with everything, it was just, I don't know, I thought it was so amazing. It was so cool. It was really like high energy and they were like dancing and just so much to do. I really, really enjoyed like the more boppy parts of it. And I don't know what it is. I actually quite enjoy watching dances. I think, I don't know, like dances, like hip hop kind of stuff. Just like the way that some people can move actually like really, I don't know. I think it's really great talent. So that's incredibly random. But, So yeah, Mamma Mia was actually really, really good. And it's even like inspired me. Mum was telling me that Grease Lightning, the musical, is apparently coming to where we live. And I'm even going to consider going to that because I like the music in Greece, and I kind of surprised myself with how much I did actually enjoy Mamma Mia. I wouldn't go and see like a whole heap of musicals. I have to know the songs, but I like ABBA, so I saw Mamma Mia. I like the songs from Greece, so I will probably go and like maybe see that. But other than that, the only other kind of like musical I've ever enjoyed was The Lion King. That was truly the most amazing thing I have ever seen, and like, I don't know, I don't like musicals, I don't like plays, I don't like theatre, but that I would go and see again and again and again. It was absolutely spectacular. But just to like, I guess express how much I really don't like musicals. So Beauty and the Beast, that movie, like the actual movie one that had, what's her name? Emma? No, I was going to say Emma Stone, but that's not right. Emily someone? Hermione from Harry Potter. I know it, but it's like legit just like escaped my mind. And I'm obsessed with Harry Potter, so I should really know this. But anyway, She did that movie, like the Beauty and the Beast movie, and I loved the movie, but I hated the musical part of it. Like, I was watching it and I was like, if they had like a quarter of the singing in it, it would be so much better. So, like my favorite TV show, or one of them, which is How I Met Your Mother, there's like this musical scene in it where Barney sings a song about suits, and even that bit I'm like, hurry up, I've had enough of this song. So yeah, go see Mamma Mia if you get the chance, or like whatever, because it's really good. So that was like one thing that happened on my weekend. I feel like this happens to me so often. And I think it's because I'm like hyper aware of it that I notice it. But there were these ladies, I was getting like a drink at the theatre, and these two ladies were standing behind me, and they were like so close to me, they were nearly standing next to me. And it was like they were trying to push in front of me. And every time like I moved forward, they would like move forward as well. And I could nearly feel them like touching my back, and it freaks me out. And I don't know why people do it to me. It's like, please, like don't stand too close to me. It's just, I don't like it. And I don't know why these ladies were standing so close to me. I honestly think that they were really trying to like, because they were in a hurry, I could hear them like what they were talking about because they were so close, and I could kind of hear them being like, oh, we need to get in, oh, I hope that this person hurries up. So they must have been in a hurry, but I don't know what like standing behind me really closely was going to achieve. And the lady behind me looked me up and down, and I really hate it when people do that. I have this thing, I just think that looking someone up and down is one of the rudest things that you can do, unless you're doing it because, you know, like you like their outfit and you go, oh, I love your outfit. I hate it when people look me up and down. I find it very rude. And I could see her out of the corner of my eye because she was like that close to me. I like turned to look at something, and out of the corner of my eye, I could see her like eyeballing me up and down, and I was like, ew, I like you even less now. So that was like my Saturday night. And on Sunday, my husband and I we have like a comic book store out like in the city, and we went out there because they had this kind of like convention sort of thing, and it was so busy. And once again, I don't like touching people, so we didn't even last like 10 minutes. We like walked around a little bit, and I was like, there's too many people, like I can't deal, I don't want to be here anymore. So we ended up just like going and getting like a coffee and some lunch. And he's kind of the same, like neither of us particularly like people, like too many people around. And it's coming up to like Christmas now, so everybody is in the shops like just trying to get Christmas presents and stuff. And I hate it when it's busy at the shop. Like, I don't know, like even thinking about this now, I start to get like a little bit like shivery because I'm just like, ew, people don't touch me. And I'm such a nice person. I'm very social. I'm very outgoing. I love talking to people. I just don't get in my space. Like, I have a bubble. Please respect my bubble. So that was like my weekend. It was a pretty good weekend. I really did quite enjoy it. I had a couple of other little stories because I had been sick, and I kept on like trying to do voiceovers, and like they were just terrible because I was like delirious because I was sick and all that kind of stuff. And I put like a couple of talking points down. I write stuff down now just because I do kind of forget sometimes what I want to say. So I'm just gonna like go through, these are like random points just from ever. I meant from everywhere. Oh my god. Anyway. So some of my talking points was, this is like last week, I remember. This is the day that I was like really, really sick. And I went to the shop and I took some stuff off lay-by. And I was so excited because we have Christmas in Australia. Christmas is hot. Like there's no snow. There's, you know, it's t-shirts, flip-flops. We call them thongs, but, you know, like t-shirts and sandals and singlets. And, you know, you have like, well, my family personally, we still have like roast and stuff. Most people do get like a ham or a turkey. But you all eat outside and you have some drinks, and it's very different. And one thing I've always wanted to do is have an ugly Christmas sweater. But if I wore an ugly Christmas sweater, in an Australian Christmas, I would melt. Like you just wouldn't be able to do it. So I ended up getting a Spider-Man one. And as I'm telling this story, I feel like I might have already told it, but I'm going to tell it again anyway because I'm really excited because it's like a Spider-Man Christmas sweater and it's so cool, and I'm going to wear it on Christmas Day because where we are going for Christmas Day, Mum was telling me like it's already snowing there now, so we're not going to be there until like Christmas Day. So if it's already snowing now, like it's only going to get colder. So I'm like super excited because I get to wear my Spider-Man shirt and I'm really excited. And this is like super duper 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 random. But while I was also at the shop getting my Spider-Man shirt, there was this couple, and I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but you can get like motorized like scooter things. So for people who can't walk for whatever reason, or have trouble walking, or just need like that extra bit of help or whatever, they hop in like in those like motorized scooters. So it's like a little bike looking seated thing. Well, anyway, this couple, they had like a couple scooter. So it was like a 2-seater and they were like next to each other and they were so adorable. They were like so old and they were all dressed up like in their Sunday best, and that like the lady was all done up with her makeup just like to go down to the mall, and it was so cute and it just really warmed my heart. And I just want to take a quick segue to talk about the build just briefly, because what I kind of had in mind was like a single mum in this house. That's why I thought like the kid can have the bigger bedroom and the mum just has like a smaller room with, you know, like the double bed up against the wall because it's just her. If you downloaded this house and you wanted to have, you know, like a mum and a dad or a couple or however, you could definitely like change the bedrooms around and stuff. But I really just, I don't know, I quite like the bed up against the wall. And I wish that in The Sims, you could put a double bed up against the wall and 2 Sims could still sleep in it. Because, like, that's, like, super realistic. Like, the bedroom, like, my bedroom right now, our double bed, or actually queen bed, I don't know. Anyway, our bed, like, our double bed that we sleep in, is up against the wall. So one of us has to, like, either hop in first or, like, climb over the other one. So that's just, like, something really random that I've always wanted to have in The Sims, is, like, that double bed. And I just remembered the whole point of this house was when we went to see Mamma Mia, like going way back on a tangent again, when we went to see Mamma Mia, they had like the set and they had this kind of like, I think it was supposed to be like a tavern, like a little hotel, but it kind of looked like the house I built, and that's where I got the inspiration from. It was very like modular and it was tall and it was like grey and it had these like blue windows. So that's why I started off with blue windows, but I thought that the cream ones ended up looking better. But yeah, I was kind of trying to like duplicate what I had seen at Mamma Mia, and I don't know, I think it turned out pretty cool. Like, this is very different to the kind of home that I would do, so I was happy with how it turned out. And I really loved this little like balcony garden, because this house like intentionally didn't really have a lot of like actual backyard or garden to it. It's more like kind of desert and balconies and stuff. Like I was thinking more, you wouldn't have so much of a backyard, it's more just all the balconies and stuff. So I wanted to put like the garden and everything on the balcony. Have a shot every time I say balcony, but you know what I mean. So that's kind of what I was going for. Yeah, now guys, I think that's it. I'm doing a heap of pre-recording at the moment. I pre-recorded like 8 episodes of a build tutorial over the weekend. So holy Hannah. I'm glad that I didn't have to do 8 voiceovers, because I have no idea what I would talk about. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Do you like musicals? Just, you know, pop whatever you want in the comments. I love reading them and responding. So thank you so much for watching guys, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye!